Okay, we are live. Okay.
Trevor?
Does...
Excuse me, who?
Okay. I
Hi.
forgot to test
Be
and make sure
that
that I can
way.
still hear everyone. Blue, can I hear you?
Hello, hello.
Yes, I can, Jakar.
Hello.
Good, good. Okay. We can hear everyone. Okay. I mean, last session we, obliterated Captain Darth Squeakers.
Yeah, he got turned into mist.
Yeah, like, that was fun. I forgot that I didn't have a leg for half of the fight.
Not my fault.
Moment.
We
He had a Looney Tunes moment.
We had a evil Sith Lord Potato take over a pirate ship.
Say what now?
Times.
You heard me.
Finder, what do you do?
It wasn't me.
It was,
That wasn't me at all.
It was Nah. It was
That was
Nah
Nah.
who did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah dropped a evil potato into the water of the life support, and then it started growing rapidly. Good stuff.
And it killed all the
Maybe that-
people on board, too.
Yeah.
Except us.
Yeah.
And we got to swindle that Zygerian lady out of her prize. That just fills my heart with gladness.
I mean, sure. I mean, you didn't get any of it either, but yeah.
I don't care. She didn't either. Screw Zygerians.
Okay. Well, on this space station that travels the galaxy, jumping from in and out of hyperspace and steering clear of having to pick a side in any conflict. Port Nowhere is where we are. This space station, many of us are there for various reasons, and at this point we've worked together. But anyone can be here for any reason. Smugglers, soldiers, Sith, Jedi, anyone can come to Port Nowhere. And as long as they do not bring their government with them. And generally, law doesn't exactly exist here. At least not in the strictest sense. As long as you don't get in the way of the business of the station, then you can do whatever. And the largest of those businesses being Therian Court. The closest thing to a law here. But again, if you avoid them, they'll avoid you. If you don't bother them, I could say. We may want to take a look at the job board. Oh, there's only actually one job on there at the moment.
Yeah.
Let
You
me.
kind of did mine.
Yeah, let me check. Because I've been meaning to do this, but let me look at this real quick. Okay.
You can just go into hyperspace and release some Force Ghosts. Who's with me?
That sounds like a bad idea. Well, I mean, everyone here except you has plot armor, so I don't know. It might be a decent one.
Yeah, I can
Well,
die
I mean,
at least another 5 months.
Correct.
There also is, along with what is currently on the job board, which even when it's, like, flavored currently to be only in Forgotten Realms lore, there is a copy of it that exists in Star Wars. So, Chasing the Bloody Hyacinth, yes, there is in fact a flower-based serial killer on the space station, as well as in the city of Waterdeep. That's a parallel. But there is also the Gallant Company, a mercenary guild that you could sign up with to do various more military-style things. Essentially like Spec Ops style missions. And then if anyone else has an idea.
I get it.
Okay, okay,
I might.
yes, yeah, but it's, Gimmick's talking about the stream, which would be this mic. If you can arrange that end table thingamajig so that the mic gets closer to you, feel free.
Okay.
Okay. But yes, there is that. And it also anything that your individual characters would be interested in can of course always also be a driving factor, a driving point to the plot.
I think around this time, my character would try to be gathering ingredients to make it another enchantment for Force Ghost. That's probably what he's doing around town. This station. I don't know what you guys are doing around this time. Like a general thing he'll be doing right now.
We could do Grey Raven things. Bust out some slaves and bust up some slavers.
Of bit more. Oh well, I'm thinking of.
Getting every other word from her.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
let me see if I can switch things up so that it's easier on Discord. Well, okay. How was that? Do I sound farther away?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay. We're now using this mic for Discord instead of this mic.
Okay.
So the one in front of me.
I can.
Oh, I can
So
hear.
that should work. No, you
I can
shouldn't
hear Anna
have to
much
move it
better.
away from you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear much better.
It should be picking myself up fine. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, if we wanted to, we could actually like be in a scene um kind of discussing things. Um
Who ship first?
um yeah, just we could just enter a scene discussing what to do next. We could just start in a cantina. Is everyone cool with that?
I turn
Sure.
as the rum.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah, then then I'll use a I will
I
introduce the scene. As yeah, we are all in a cantina. This cantina is the one that is like just in front of the bazaar, the courtyard thing. What the word that I used
Would this
before
be the
is
same
gone.
one we were in when there was the
Yes,
the standoff
that, like,
with Anti-Ranger and that?
yeah, that the
Okay.
Anti-Ranger and when we first encountered
In
the
the name of the
pirates
Republic.
and
In the name of
Captain
the
Darth
Republic, more
Squeakers.
people join against us.
yeah, as this is the closest to the hangar section that we've been using. I, of course, am there, a young adult Muralin, young adult, old teen Muralin, that kind of age range, with his triangle geometric tattoos vertically across one eye and horizontally along his cheek bones. He's wearing the he's wearing his like flight suit that is tied off at the waist, and his Jedi tunic is draped off of his shoulders. Or even at the moment, like one of the sides of the tunic is over one shoulder, but the other side is down. His undershirt tank top being underneath.
Yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Solrak is sitting at the table. Shall we go around and physically describe ourselves for audience?
Yeah.
I bracing myself with much self-restraint at the table, staring at a blank wall, physically trembling, trying not to look at the Didymus? What? How do you pronounce this?
Oh. Yeah. Didyons?
I'm trying not to look at the Didion.
Didynon?
Across.
I'm not sure.
Across
I think we get it.
the
I think we get it.
cantina. I'm pointedly not looking at them because I have a thirst for their blood. I can smell it. It's delicious. I'm very hungry. Continue.
Fighter?
The table. Still without a shirt on, but you see all of my Jedi and Sith markings on me. Tattooing my right arm, which has been reattached and fixed up, with new symbols. And it's like, and there's just one spot I just can't get. Also, I am pitch red. My eyes are slowly shifting back to its natural color, which is yellow.
Kill it.
Technical hairs that match my skin. No beard, uncommon for my race, who usually has a beard, but I don't, sadly. I looked at Fighter, it's like, hey Fighter, can you get this spot for me with this symbol? I just hand him.
Is your beardlessness a thing you have been mocked for since a child?
I would do a little background.
Tragic backstory.
I don't know much about that backstory. It's like I am an agent of the Force, and this is my character backstory I came up.
Yeah.
Agent of the Force. So I die when the Force says I die, and after I die, after a certain period of time, when it calls me, I come back to life, and it sends me out on quest, which I have to somehow figure out, because the Force is like that. It doesn't give you direct hints. So right now I'm on a quest for the Force, which I still don't know what I'm doing.
How long have you been dead? How out of touch are you with the modern technology?
Honestly, I've been resurrected, sort of, past 10 years, so I somewhat acquainted myself. But before that, but I have like thousands of years of knowledge in me that I still have to sort out through every time I come back alive. It's like, what era is it? What I'm doing?
Oh, you died.
Who are these people? Yes, I've been alive since the Jedi.
Okay.
Oh my.
been alive, off and on.
Point and laugh. Look at the old man. Point and laugh.
You look old.
I mean,
no,
he keeps dying. He can't age if he keeps dying.
So across the millennia, do you say you've lived a few months at a time every few hundred years?
Sometimes.
Sometimes he just wakes up and he's like, nah, put me back.
That's what the wish. It's like, keep me dead, Force. Stop it. Just stop it. But the Force says, no. You're coming back this time. We need you for
Throws
something.
yourself out of space, slap you back 1 month later, same question in front of you. No!
Just theoretically, if your force was to be severed and you died during that time, would you perma-die? Or would you still come back?
And...
Only way to find out.
Stop trying to perma-kill the party!
Okay,
That's
Spider doesn't
gonna be-
do that.
That's gonna be hard because you have to disconnect me from the Force. Most people have a loose connection, which Jedi still tap into, that can be cut.
Yes.
And
Hopefully
I have-
you-
So if
So
we
you
cut,
have to be very...
Well,
if
for
we
one,
cut you off
there's
from the
something called
Force,
Salamiri. For two, there's a power called Sever Force. I'm just saying, if you want to commit suicide, there's options.
if we cut you off from the Force, would you instantly die? Is the Force the only thing that is holding your cells together?
Another question is this a conversation that's happening in-game?
It might as well be.
Yeah.
You might say to you guys, I've been alive for so long that
Have
you know my
ever
memory is
thought-
terrible.
Have you ever thought about just checking yourself into a scientific research, letting them have at it?
Didn't do that once,
Never.
but that was with a what is that quote unquote Sith's name? He created the zombie virus. I can't remember.
Is he Rakata?
Yeah.
I think that's the name. It rings a bell. It's like he created.
You helped
So-
him create the zombies?
What's it called? On the Taurus Underworld.
Oh,
this
the
is going to kill him.
No.
I-
Not
the Rakghouls are a different thing.
Yes. They are?
Yeah, there were the Sith zombies. This is not Solrak speaking. This is out of game. There's the Sith zombies that are created by the Force and aren't technically a virus. It's just them kind of like raising the dead and like it can happen on its own, it can go viral on its own, but it's not like a disease, it's a curse.
I know about the Death Troopers book. I know about the raccoons. There's a different one.
There's a different one that's older, yeah.
Right. He's the one who tried to gain immortality, and then ended up zombifying himself and everyone around him.
Yes, yeah. I believe he's also the guy who had a Sith Lord as an advisor who was just the decapitated head of his last rival. I think that's the same Sith Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my
and that's how badly last time I checked
that's the
myself
job
down
I
on
want.
those
I'm
science
gonna be
debates.
advisor's job. That sounds
So,
I just want to be like...
I want to be...
You're like,
You know how much...
you could be like the
like-
leader from God of War PS4.
What a power that would be to have a throne room and a talking decapitated head at your right hand. Just like,
Yeah.
who would argue with you? It's a talking head.
Wait.
I would want to be the talking head in a relationship.
so as I hear, fighter, the,
Tattoo gun.
the ink gun, tattoo gun to ink me the last little bit. I just keep on going on about the things I've been through. It's like psychological and physical torture I've been through. It's like, it's a little disturbing at the end.
Hold on. I'm
Yeah,
gonna make a
like-
stealth check. We'll see why if I do well.
This whole time, Solrak is definitely like leaning into this conversation.
Can I be like file? I need that for a second.
Yeah, I just like take one out of my pocket.
Wait, what was that?
I leave the table.
Just hits between friends, I guess.
Oh, well, do I notice this?
Notice me handing a vial to her, or notice what he's doing.
What he's doing to my arm.
Yeah.
Make a perception check. Mess around. Find out.
I'm asking you for a simple favor.
Yes, let's go. Okay. I put the symbols on there. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. It just looks like the same symbols as everywhere else.
I mean, you were saying it was hard to get to anyways, so you can probably, like, barely even see it, kind of thing.
There's nothing.
There is no reason for you to be suspicious.
It's his metallic arm.
Well, no, it's not his metallic arm. It is, like, it was reattached. It has, like, cybernetics, like, reattaching it where it came off. Like, reattaching the nerves themselves.
He can't have it. That's a metal arm.
No.
No.
Like, we had this conversation in the last session. This came up, and like, it had went through Jedi Master Dave.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So, wait, was that the one where Fighter met the party?
No, when you
no.
destroyed the container for another Sith.
Yeah, this was when we went to like the Force Ghost.
I don't think I was there for that.
Maybe not. Yeah.
That belongs to me. So, no.
No.
That's going in my trophy.
I will
Whoever
say.
tries to mess with me in the future.
I will say, when it comes to player character stuff, you guys, in the future, if you want to, like, between sessions discuss this, between the two of you, you could, maybe have it that way. But, when you first met the party fighter, when you first met, Dave,
Yeah.
Dave did take the arm from you then.
No, because we did opposing perception checks, and I passed it. She laughed and handed the arm back to me. Because he rolled a natural 2 on that. I threw 3 force points in and smoked
Yeah.
it.
Well, whatever the case, just you guys can talk about it
Okay.
between
Put your arm
sessions,
back, but those
and
guys paid me for it. You're gonna hate it when you find out what I did.
and
I hate when that outcome is this doesn't work.
Okay,
Okay, we got
Yeah.
a topic here.
I'm making my way
Anyways,
downtown.
next topic.
There is, I can never remember how to pronounce it.
Describe
Didanon. There's a Didanon. Cross
yeah,
casino or cantina.
Cantina.
Or bar.
Yeah.
Or illegal activities place.
Cantina.
Cantina, yes. There's a Didanon, and I want its blood, so I go over. I slap down a meager amount of, but they're in a little purse thing, so you can't see how much. I'm like,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Is the Jedi raising vampires now?
just like this much. Just
Yeah.
this much. I only need this much.
Does anyone want to control this NPC or shall I? Okay. Yeah, I need to actually look up what a Didnon even is.
It's ugly. It's like a squid person.
So I did find the right one. Okay. It's D-I-D-Y.
Oh, it's not a squid person. It's an
Not
insect
frickin'
person.
Digimon.
Like a roly-poly head.
They do look like roly-poly.
Oh yeah, those guys. Okay. Yeah.
They're from the sequel, which
Um.
makes them automatically kind of bad. But
I mean, is there anything?
sequels!
Is there anything
Why?
special about their blood, or?
It smells delicious.
Okay, but there's nothing in
Not
actual
that
lore,
crazy,
right?
no?
No. Okay. Yeah.
No,
Cool.
I'm just having some
Um,
cravings right now, you know, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women
So
have these things,
they-
you know?
they kind of like cock their head at you. Make a persuasion check. See how creepy you come off in your first introduction.
What do we add?
Because there is a difference in between like, hey, would you like some extra money in exchange for like a tooth you're not using, or give me a teeth?
Alright, I got the two.
Got it too. Yeah. So they just look at you.
Can I
And Get out. Get out of here.
Money!
Let me have my drink.
Money! I have money, please.
I stop my storytelling and look over and like, what the heck is happening over there?
Wait, please, just
I'm staring at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Is there anything else I can do
He-
to convince them?
like, no, your opener was like, think about this, right? Think about someone coming up to you in a random bar and saying, give me your blood.
I'm desperate. I'm
Right?
having such bad cravings,
You,
okay?
right, but you came with the most drug addict, like, creepy energy you possibly could. This person's like, she's gonna frickin' clone me or something.
I need help.
As, yeah, no, he does, you hear a click. I don't, you get, ah,
Can I just relax my posture and try again? I would love it. I could have a little bit of your blood for scientific purposes. I just need a little bit. I know it's really out of the blue, but I'm running this experiment. I need like 5 different species blood, and it's like cross-examining them, and you're the first did it on, and I've come across in a long time, and it's really helped me out. I can pay you.
make a deception check.
Persuasion?
It's deception skill.
Deception.
I'm gonna say use an intelligence or charisma. You can use either, but it's a skill.
+5.
So,
Oh, deception. No, I don't.
yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So,
I'm gonna use a force point.
okay, yeah.
I want it. Okay, so +5. 9, 14, 19.
Now, the Didanon does like take their like brings their hand back up to the table from their hip. What study board you with? Right.
It's okay. This is kind of embarrassing. I'm an like.
Right. At what core?
It's like.
Not with those Caminos, eh?
The what?
Caminos?
No. I'm not a Camino. I don't
Yeah.
know. Those dudes have. It's like their dental is just pulling all the teeth out of your mouth so that you don't have to deal with dental anymore. Like, who does that? No.
Don't say. I know there was something wrong with. No one makes clones and is riding ahead. Tell you that.
I'm not making clones. What those?
Eh. So what are you?
I'm with.
What's your board? Eh.
Okay. It's kind of small, so this is why we have to go around asking for.
What's the frickin' name?
Oh, sorry. It's Bludian board of the outer. It's I don't think you've heard of the planet. It's Yoka. It's a really small one.
Yeah. Go ahead and you can make either a intelligence knowledge bureaucracy or intelligence
Knowledge
deception.
tactics.
No.
No, I don't.
Knowledge bureaucracy or intelligence deception.
Spider, this is gonna go bad very fast. I can see this.
9 again. Okay, so that's
I'm
12.
shooting. I grab her, like, fire
Ah.
and carry her with one arm and a shotgun.
Thought about intern, but not interested.
Hey.
Only one form of blood can be attained now, and it's the kind that's shed.
I just look very, very, very sad and start to walk away.
I look at Fire. Oh, please, no conflict right now. I'm still coming down off of that bloody dark side high. So, no conflict right now.
Quite frankly, I think conflict with all of these three in their current state, Jester, Tajaka, Blue, and Drakor, doesn't sound like the best idea. I mean, Fighter, you have some training in treating injuries, right? Can you draw blood from me? I'm not the best.
I don't want your blood. I wanted his blood. Your
Too bad, you need blood.
I don't need blood. But I
Not
need
that blood,
Your blood
though.
smells
Not
disgusting.
that one.
I don't want your blood.
Well, season it or something.
Have you ever had Sith blood?
That's a bad idea.
Wait, what? Who's offering blood?
Have you ever had Sith blood?
I would love some Sith blood. I'm just saying, I haven't had Sith blood, but I've had Sith something before, and it is delicious.
Wait a minute. Have you had the people who call themselves Siths, or the actual species Sith?
As far as I know, the species is extinct. Like, they taught us that when we were like kinda killed them.
The Jedi would not have taught us that. The Jedi famously do not acknowledge their genocide.
We didn't kill them, but they disappeared under
Yeah.
mysterious circumstances.
You, with beady eyes, like, sure you did. Sure you did.
The Jedi would never admit
So,
that.
are you offering
True.
your blood? Because, you know, it... Yeah, I could get into that.
Fighter, can I borrow a knife?
We have, like, vials.
Yeah, he's prepared.
We can, like, actually draw the blood.
I used to just, like, grab a person's wrist and just, like, bite and stuff, but then he was like, I can't carry, so he got, like, needles and vials and...
Excuse me, you did what now?
It's been a trip.
Concern.
It's been a wild ride. The war's been interesting.
Why did you go to me when you said interesting?
Oh, I'm pantomiming holding the vial. so I didn't.
Interesting.
I take the vial.
I wasn't pointing at you. Yeah.
And like,
You gotta rip the vial.
Yeah. So you need to make a treat injury check.
as long as I don't get not one, I should be fine.
Anything.
This is gonna be funny.
Can I use my knowledge in life science to help me out with this one?
No, because even if you know how blood vessels work, it still doesn't really help with the actual process of drawing the blood.
Well,
I'm
knowing
fine.
where they
16.
are.
Well, yeah, but like
And
again, it's the difference in between practical knowledge and experience,
oh.
right?
Roll a 16 anyways.
Oh yeah. You look take out some blood.
I take out 2 vials for her.
You shouldn't have.
Really, you shouldn't have. It's a horrible
Okay.
addiction.
Well,
Now mark one.
I am now-
each vial.
I only have two syringes left in here for my stims and whatnot. So probably should buy a new med pack now.
Can you just
Yeah.
buy syringes?
Now, the other thing is, I don't exactly have a leg.
Yeah, we noticed.
So
You just been hopping around. That place
Yeah.
is crazy.
that what? No, we've actually. I rapidly crawl at people with my lightsaber in my mouth before I jump at them and grab it out of my mouth and swing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's stupid forcible shit. But yeah,
Counter offer, we get you a jetpack.
Oh.
I mean
No,
You
he
know how to
needs
fly a
training in
ship?
that
It
though.
ain't that
that's
different.
He needs
fair.
training in that, and gets disadvantaged if he doesn't have training in that.
No, that's not how that works, but okay.
Because isn't jetpacks considered
No.
ride?
No, it's considered pilot, not ride. And
Oh.
that's not disadvantage or advantage.
Yeah.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm not the best pilot in the best of times, and I feel like a jetpack would be putting that risk even higher.
But it would be funny.
Is there...
It would be
So
funny.
hear me out. Get rid of the other leg. Treads.
I'd rather not become a tank. Like, it's kind of hard to be stealthy if I have treads
Come on, guys.
and
Come
have
on,
to get
guys.
stuck.
Stop moving, Solek! Come on, guys. Everyone else, Salak, stay there.
Kinda... I mean, however, if we did get a leg that just, had a tool attachment, and I could just, plug my leg directly into the wall to hack things, that'd be
Rocket
interesting.
boot attachment.
Like,
And then we
we'll
get
go
another boot
gadget
for
gone
the other
wrong.
spot.
That could also be quite fun.
Let's go.
What did he say?
Okay, guys.
A rocket boot attachment. Okay. I mean, if people are willing, I'd like to get a leg as soon as possible.
Yeah, it seems like something.
If you guys want to help.
Good.
Yeah, I'll pitch in for your leg, fighter.
Let's see how much it costs first.
Fair enough.
Oh. There are there's your friend who has some knowledge, but there's other clinics around here.
Oh, you mean
The question. Yeah, that's the one that we went to before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, maybe they could do it. But the question is also the leg itself. With Blue, for you it was just nerve implants, but an entire leg, they're gonna need to make that custom, or find some other way to get it.
I mean, you kids have scrapped plenty of battle droids, right?
I mean, if by scrapped you mean cut to pieces yet.
Just stick the clanker's leg on it.
Have you seen those B1 legs? They're garbage.
Yeah, well, I
wouldn't
mean,
say garbage.
you can just walk like that.
I mean, it's not a protocol droid, but, like, it's still... not that... I mean, if we got... Now, if we got an IG, or, like, a Jedi Hunter, or Commando droid? Frick yeah.
I would like to use a plot point to say, I know a guy. He dabbles in mechanical parts for limb replacement. I don't know if we're on best of terms or not. It's really hard to tell with him, but I know a guy. I'm using my plot point for that.
That's a good option.
Does this dude happen to be a black market surgeon who may or may not take organs when he is giving them?
What?
Will he steal Solrak's organs if he gives him a leg?
No, he's a licensed trader.
Okay.
No.
I mean, like, there are always the cheap people, but I prefer not going to the cheap people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy has a little bit more class.
May or may not walk out with your liver.
Yeah, well,
No, you need that.
yeah. I mean, why not? We could definitely go and see what's up. Wait. I've been actually moving quite well. Slowly, but well enough as it is. I just had a thought, however. Wouldn't need a custom leg if all it was a booster. Like, just a straight jet, maybe with a swivel. It'd give me the speed.
I don't think you've thought this through very
I-
well.
Yeah.
I said it's an idea, but like I'd still like basically just be like zipping across the floor, crawling and whatnot. That wouldn't change, but I could also balance with it. It could be used to stabilize.
Let's go to the clinic and get you an actual cybernetic.
Yeah, at least get you in, like a, what's it called? A assessment or whatever.
Let's get
Yeah.
professional help here.
I agree with that. Orthodoxy is not what I was expecting to hear from you. But
Well, I need you in prime condition to give blood whenever I need it. And if you kill yourself on this rocket shoe,
oh no, not a rocket shoe. A rocket hip. Like no leg. I'm not saying bring a leg back. I'm saying like maybe like to the knee at most.
we are having no rockets or legs or
Slightly better.
we are getting you a cybernetic leg.
Prostheses are not that expensive. It's just not.
Well, yeah, but like this would be a fighting style that'd surprise everyone.
Or you can get a cybernetic leg and attach things to it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a
That'll be
rocket
the-
thrust.
That's fair enough. Yeah, let's go see your man, Blue.
That's like. So I go over to Solrak, hand him his crutches, and like, let's get going.
Yeah.
As we go out, we take a couple flights up, couple stairs, couple of elevators. We enter a large market of all sorts of droid parts dealing and stuff like that. Everybody advertising how they're the best and such. We keep on walking down the streets of this little bazaar and take a right at one of them, and you see a big shack built better than what's around, a little hobbled together, and no sign on top of it, but just a lantern out. It's like, okay, he's home, have fun. You don't see him move any closer to it. It's like, he's yonder, his name is, what was his name? Oh yeah, Cat. I don't know why. His name is just Cat.
Yeah. Real
C-A-T,
quick question. Is this a pre-existing character from like your backstory, or are you making them up?
I'm using that I know a guy.
Yeah. I know a guy. So
you.
you're making them up. Okay.
Implies you already know them.
Yeah, so I know a guy, since it means your character already knows him, it means that you can pull characters that already exist into the world using it. But yeah, as, I'll, like, look back at you, kind of, like, well, you not wanting to go in bodes well.
Oh, did I not mention we're not seen on good terms right now?
You said that you may or may not be on good terms. You did not say you were not on good terms.
Yeah, I always take.
Possibility of being bad.
Yeah, I always take the bad end. If it comes out to be the good end, I'm just a paranoid.
We could always just hunt down a commando droid and make sure not to hit it in the leg.
No.
I'm fine with that option.
Okay.
I do not
okay,
trust you
I'll
with a commando droid's leg.
Why?
Why not? Commando droid legs are really.
You have a weird look in your eye.
So I go in there.
You think if I get a custom leg, you think it's gonna make any more sense?
Yes. So much more sense. Please.
Yes.
See a doctor. Don't strap a random droid's leg
No,
onto your
I
knee.
get a actual doctor to like fix it and stuff, but yeah, whatever.
Let's go
I go
in.
in with you guys.
Yeah.
And it's like, all you guys shuffle in. I peek my head in, and it's like, hey, and whisper, hey, Cat, are you there? You hear 2 gunshots
Yeah.
sound.
Use a
Well,
plot point.
You do actually need to roll a. I mean, if you're using I know a guy, then you roll a charisma check to see
did.
what their opinion of you is. Okay.
I rolled a 7.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not. They're shooting at you.
Well, I
That's
mean,
like you got a nat 1.
yeah. Typically, they're like.
No, he's not shooting at me. He shot up, and you hear 2 gunshot
Right.
sounds. I didn't say he was shooting at anybody. And you just
Okay.
see this big husky guy, humanoid, come out with double barrel shotgun. It's like, who was that?
Could
Blue
I
did.
use a plot point to say that he's a Didinon?
I mean, you could suggest it since Blue is making it up on the spot.
You really want that did it on blood, don't you?
I want it so badly. It is the
But
only.
you-
If I had a choice between Didinon blood and 50 more minutes left to live, I would choose the blood, like without consideration. Just Hulk it down and die. So yes, please make it a Didinon.
Okay.
Drugs are bad.
I think I'm still in the court of let's go get this commando droid, but no one listens to me.
So inside the shop, you see as this guy coming out, this husky guy named Cat. Also, is written on his shirt, Cat like stitched in.
In
You see-
common?
Yes, in common.
Well,
You
galactic
see a whole
base,
bunch
but yeah.
of different droid parts and prosthetics all hanging around. As he's just looking around. Then he sees you guys. Blue has ducked out. And I was like, oh! For a second there, I heard a little rat. What brings you to my humble abode? He looks down at you, Solarak, and it's like, ah. Are you looking for a new leg? He points to you.
No, I'm looking for a new head.
He needs
We got
it,
those
and it's
too.
an emergency.
No. Yeah, I'm looking for a leg. Is he a
No.
did not? No.
Ah!
What? Yeah.
Not.
Okay. Now I don't think I remembered to do that. Give me a moment. I need to check my log sheets because I don't know if I remembered to do my log sheet for last session, which means I just didn't get that reward. Yeah, it doesn't look like I did. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, I was thinking that I'm looking for a leg that can also, like, maybe fold up into itself, and then, like, in the knee, there's just a thruster. Just, like, just hovering locomotion kind of thing.
You're looking for one of those fancy legs, I see. He goes over to the rack, and it's almost like, you know what, those clothes dryers those racks that spin all the way around?
Yeah.
And he does that, it starts pushing it, you just start seeing a whole bunch of different types of legs from all different types of models.
Might I suggest you also get a boot for the other
I mean,
leg that is also a thruster, so that you are
well,
not
sure,
balanced.
but is this a boot salesman?
I don't know. He could probably sell you like a balancing leg thruster thing, so you don't just shoot off on one angle.
Well, I do know a guy. He's down the street. 2 shops
Yeah.
down.
Cool. Yeah, I'll buy a frickin' boot. For one, I'm not necessarily exactly wanting to use this thruster thing to actually, like, levitate or whatever. Okay. Okay.
After some minutes, he says, sorry, we don't have that specific type of leg you're looking for. We have ones that fold up that have no attachments to it, but ones that fold up and have the booster in it. That's we're just out of stock with that.
Well, I mean, I have credits. We can make it custom. Right? Like, I'm not wanting to buy a leg off the shelf because then my hip is gonna give out anyways.
Fair enough. So, he pulls out a little calculator. It's like, so we're going to use the prosthetics and limbs up here as the form, essentially. Then we will slowly customize it to your figure, essentially. Change a little bit here and there around. It goes through the calculator, starts typing. It's like, plus you want a customizable thruster so it doesn't output as much. Do you want the safety mechanisms in there so if anything happens, it won't explode on you? Some people take them, some people don't.
I mean, the price both with and without is probably gonna be more thought of.
Okay. Seeing how you look like a cautious guy, I'm gonna add in the safety mechanisms. Ooh, you're racking up some tools. Do you want it different colors now? We got different colors. We got Commando, Pink Commando, Blue Commando. I know a lot of people like the Commando colors.
Well, I mean, I think I just want a straight black shell at the moment. Maybe just
The electric cyan.
Ooh, let's shine.
reminder.
That's a nice.
Stealth is important to me. That's kind of my whole shtick. So
Oh, you want to just be stealthy? He starts pulling the rack over a couple more times. It's like, you gotta go. If you want stealthy, you gotta go with ones with muffled sounds on it, so you don't hear the motors happening.
That is I'm just saying the muffler thing is actually an equipment thing you can get. It just costs an equipment slot to equip it.
right, and that's an equipment slot to armor.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe a cybernetic leg should.
Remember, this is gonna be custom
Droids.
made,
I'm not sure how armor slots work with droids.
I know how armor slots work. It's just a question of would your cybernetic limb have its own slot, or would it just be a part of you?
Traditionally, I'd imagine it should just be a part of me.
Okay, so it probably wouldn't have a slot then.
Yeah, because I'm using like the droid locomotion rules, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. You could get a hollow shroud or a shadow skin on that suit of yours, like I have, and just disappear.
And by all means, that's something that I'm wanting to get eventually, but for now, I just want a kick-ass leg.
Fair enough.
Light leg, customize it with safety features, plus a customizable thruster, fold-in leg, matte black, most likely, not that glossy stuff. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that I might actually want these thrusters to be a bit more powerful, but yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with full jet boots with it. I think I want them to be powerful enough as well. Yeah.
This is gonna be like 100,000.
Oh.
I mean, I'm actually at the droid locomotion at the moment.
Yeah. You'd really be surprised how cheap some of this stuff is.
I mean, a vendor Star Destroyer costs only $4 million.
Oh.
No, it costs
50?
Yeah, it's 50 black market, which is who knows quality.
yeah.
You can't just flat buy one off the shelf because you can't just rock up to Kuat shipyards and go, "Hey, I'd like a Venator." They're like, "Hey, get off my lawn." They're cringe like that.
Yeah.
True. But that's overall cheap. It's like, for most stuff around here, big stuff.
Yeah. Capital ships are kind of some of the most expensive things in the game. I believe an ISD is either 75 or 100, and that's like the ISD one, like
Yeah.
the big one.
The big ones.
I sent you what the Blue. I sent you what the book price is, and of course, since it's in session, haggling and like price hikes, or even potentially being able to buy something under price, are all expected as possibilities.
Okay. Looking at all this, plus we're gonna have a custom made so it fits nice and comfortable with you. Are you sure? I have a friend who's a surgeon that can attach that to you, so you can like plug in, plug off that leg of yours. Do you want to add that in?
I mean, yeah. Throw that feature in, and then we'll remove features if it's too expensive.
Okay. Right now, we're looking about 3,500. Plus, because I have to send it out to get custom made, got to pay them, get shippings, all that stuff. 3,500. Sound about a good price?
That's it's a bit beyond my price range at the moment, really. What?
Yeah.
I kind of like take aside to say to you, well, I have I've got Wait. Oh, no, I was reading my thing completely wrong. Reading my log sheet wrong. Right, because I wouldn't really have gotten any money for that, and I was stupid. I didn't do my log sheet. Okay, actually, no, wait, I believe I'm actually... Yeah, I misread, and I'm wanting to treat the end of campaign bonus that we had prior as not something that I mean... I'll do that, I'll do
Put
that.
my arm around your shoulder and go, well, if you need cash, I know a certain someone who's got real thick and deep pockets, and he taps himself on the thigh. I just so happen to have a fairly large amount of money at my disposal. So, if you'd like to provide me with a favor or two, I'd be willing to pay off this leg of yours. Provided
I'm in.
You know,
Orac,
rip my pocket.
Orac, I have money too. We could do this. We don't need to do the favor guy.
I have about 1,000 on me,
Okay, I have.
which is a little less than a third.
I have 2,200.
I believe that's it, because, like, since I bought equipment and whatnot, well, like, there's the, like, I'm basically taking that from the post-campaign thing. I'm taking 1,000 out of that and just saying that I have that.
Oh, you didn't get money from the Squeakers thing, did you?
Wait! The swoop bike! Frickin' swoop bike!
True!
I do have a swoop bike! Okay, wait, how much is the swoop bike?
He's deep, people.
Yeah. I have a swoop bike that's worth about $1,000. And then I have $1,000 in credits myself. It's already 2,000.
I can provide 1,500.
That's already 35. Alright.
So, what's the difference?
Right now, if he accepts, it'd be 0. He said 3,500. He's offering up his bike, $1,000, and she's offering up the rest.
How about, we do, how about we do 2,000 credits, plus the swoop bike I got, which, by the way, it's the, swoop bike from the, Darth Squeaker's Pirates that just recently got taken out. That is some of their only remaining equipment. Their entire ship obliterated, and they had a name around here. So, cut the price by, cut the price by 500 credits, and, get a one-of-a-kind bike.
Persuasion check, please.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna say it would make more sense for me to use deception because it's not, like... It's not a good bike. It's just a normal bike. Okay, and that is a... 22!
Ooh, 22. He leans back, putting the shotgun down on a table, from out underneath his arm, put it on a table, leans back, and ponders for a moment. Like, I heard about that. Some of my friends were looking. So it was you guys. he mumbles to himself a little bit, spouting out words like friends and shipments from that game, giving it a sense that you screwed some of his friends over on that shipment that they were requiring for some parts. I was like, I won't scrub 500, but I will call it even. How about that? Ernie?
30 even. Yeah. Get that bike to you as soon as possible, and here's my credit chip with the
Grabs your credit chip. As soon as I get that bike, I'll send out the order.
Yeah. And have you converted all of your credits to coins? Okay.
They're just. I have them in little pouches.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
all around my body.
So you just hand
I just get 3 little pouches
Yeah.
out. Just pour it
I'll throughout the 1,000 in credit
So he
coins.
grabs them, I was like,
Yeah.
one more? And I was like, okay. And it's like, he looks at all this, it's like,
Go get yourself something nice, honey.
he calls over his assistant to come out, and you see it, a Digimon come out, and it's like, here, take all this.
Here
And
we go.
she goes right back into the back, starts counting all the coins, like, okay, as soon as I get that bike, I'll send out the order.
Of course, sounds good. Sounds good.
Oh, wait, stupid me. I forgot to take your measurements. And it's like, that'd be really stupid. Not getting measurements and sending out. Yeah, come over here. He pulls out like a scale. Please stand on this. Okay, take your measurements.
As I'm getting measurements, I would like everyone to make a perception check.
9 again. That is my third 9 in a row.
9.
Wisdom, perception.
Wisdom perception, yeah.
Wait, wisdom.
23.
Okay, so that's 12.
25. Let's go.
So,
Okay.
outside, so I'm gonna say it's like,
Yeah, so both of our over 20s, you guys see, like, when the pirates are being talked about, like, one of the other customers in the shop kind of, like, stops what they're doing a moment, and then a little bit later kind of, like, is doing things that is very clearly pretending to shop, and is, like, listening for a bit, and then now they're, like, starting to leave the shop.
oh boy. So,
Turn over the person and go, did you need something?
Yeah, as the person kind of looks over at you. Blue, you would get to add the complication to that plot point use.
well, I'm outside, so...
You can, right, but like as a player, you'd add the complication. You can reserve the complication until you have more information.
Can I add a plot point to say that the person who overheard us was a Digimon?
No.
No.
You already
Yeah,
asked your
the person
opportunity
was a
to find one.
Didnon.
Yes!
I mean, that would actually be a good complication. Would be that the
Yes!
person is a Didnon. That'd be a great complication.
No, she already missed her opportunity for it.
Yeah.
No, but why I'm saying that it's a good complication is because that makes the story more complicated. It's something that she pre-established that she wants, that someone in the party wants. So it's a callback, which means it's better storytelling. Setup and payoff. So, like, saying that it's a didn't on.
Point. And the complication for all this, as he's pretending to do so, accidentally knocks stuff over, which Cat looks like, hey, what are you doing over there? Gets his attention.
Right.
As he's trying to scampers out of there.
Yeah, as this, like, yeah, this kind of didn't on just looks back at everyone in the room. Sorry about that, I just knocked, I'm a bit of a klutz, bit of a... Like, he kind of, like, is unnerved by Shaka for a second.
I stare into his soul.
I was just browsing, and then I'll be going, I'll just put this back real quick. Yeah, you just kind of, like, putting things back on the shelves before, like, trying to head out. Like, as you're approaching him, he kind of, like, they kind of turn, and, like, you can see, like, one of their arms kind of raises towards their holster.
Hello there. Well, fine evening, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. I got things I need to be doing.
Yeah, well, see, what you have today is an excellent opportunity to earn some money. Yeah? Yeah, you like money?
Yeah, and that opportunity is called my job that I need to get to. Goodbye, real quick.
No. She grabs it.
Yeah.
See, I am a student worker from the Lucian Corporation from the Cather planet. I don't think you've heard of it. It's way out in the outer rim. But I am in need of 5 different special samples, and I would really appreciate if I could have some of your blood, because we have no Didinon blood in the basis. It would be a huge help to all the student workers there. Like, everyone is going out getting different samples. It doesn't really matter if the species overlap, because we have most of them, but we especially need Didinon, and I can pay you.
Make a persuasion check, charisma persuasion check. It is going to be... Okay, I'll just reserve the DC.
9!
Yeah, he just, like...
Can I add force points?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Please? Okay.
If she gets a 9 in force points, I'll laugh
14.
so hard.
19. Back. 23.
Did you just use...
31!
How many force points did you just use?
3.
Okay.
Let's do 31.
Yeah, so he, like, this person is very clearly scared. It's like, yeah, sure. Yeah. Where do I need to go for the blood draw thing?
I just pulled out the syringe.
Do you have a medkit?
Oh, I didn't think
I hand you a syringe.
I just reached behind me and you put a syringe.
A needle yay big. It's like...
Yeah, and she's just like,
I just, like, grab one of his arms and hand him the pouch with the other.
Yeah. I would like you to make a treat injury check.
Oh, dear.
-3 because this guy is freaking the frick out.
Okay. 19!
-3?
16!
Okay, and this, yeah, would be dexterity.
+1 probably.
Okay.
+2!
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, so you, like, put it in and he's like, so you, like, draw out some blood. And, like, as soon as it's, like, out of his arm, like, you take it out, right? Okay.
Eventually. I definitely take more than 1 vial worth.
Like, you just, like, pull it and then, like, switch out the vials on the syringe and draw more. And he's like,
That's lost 10.
Yeah, go ahead. I would like you to make another persuasion check to take a second vial.
Okay. 9.
Charisma
I want
persuasion.
9.
Nat 1.
3
Nat
plus.
Nat
Plus.
1. Nat
You see
1.
more force points.
I need this.
You got a 3 on the d20.
8.
I mean, you
I have
regain,
4 left.
yeah, you regain half of your total at a standard rest, which is in between every session.
13.
Find her. She's a drug
19.
addict. This is what
Let's go
happens when you're a drug addict.
19? Yeah, so, yeah, like, yeah, you, like, draw the second vial. Do you take the syringe out
I
now?
mean, I have to agree with you.
I am out of vials.
I'm
You've used up the remainder of my med pack.
I am in a little bit of a blood haze, so I just put my mouth on these.
Okay. Is anybody reacting to that?
I'm kind of
listening to
standing
this.
there like,
I'm
I don't
I'm
know.
like way over getting my leg measured, and I'm like,
So
I'm
haze is
looking
over.
away. And it's like, I hear this, and it's like, oh good gosh.
Go ahead and make another persuasion check.
Just staring at it.
Yeah, this one is freaking. This is minus 10.
Yeah.
Ew. So yeah.
Yeah. So, at this point, like, you are completely engrossed. I'd like everyone else to make a perception check.
Is it me or did you freeze up?
Let me check the stream. Oh,
Oh, what? Oh,
oh, the stream is frozen as well. Oh boy.
Oh,
or are we stuck in Twilight
that's
Zone?
strange. Yeah, you guys' cameras have frozen on
okay,
my
no.
side.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, stream looks like it's back up. Okay. I could hear you guys the whole time, but things did freeze a bit. There's a little internet hiccup.
No
All
head.
good. Yeah, so perception checks. Everyone wisdom perception checks.
Do I have to make one?
No. Well, it depends.
Wow.
Do the minuses bring you under... bring you into the negatives?
Yes.
They do?
I
Okay,
do.
then that's a crit fail. So no, you do not get a perception check.
Okay.
You are entirely freaking engrossed in trying to drink this guy through a straw.
21.
24.
13.
Okay, yes. So, both of our 20s notice first a click sound, and then you realize that was a holster unsnapping as he's like, as the, Didion is quickly drawing their blaster. Go ahead and if
I
you,
attempt to put Jaka in a headlock and get her away from the blood thing, like just yank away.
Why are you attacking me?
you can, it
He's
requires,
about to shoot you.
requires an initiative. And what, Blue, are you doing anything?
As I'm hearing this about all, and I start hearing blood slurp, it's like, I'm pretty sure it's loud blood slurp. And it's like, oh good gosh, she's going to kill that
So-
guy. I rush in,
Oh.
and I see the click, fighters
Yeah.
pulling her away. It's like, hold up there, hold.
Okay, so that's what you're gonna try to do, but that, like, at the moment, this is split second. So, like, you're beginning to, like, shout and try to say things, but it's the physical reactions that we're looking for. What?
I got a nat 1 for initiative.
Oh,
Someone tells me she's about to get shot.
okay.
Oh dear.
I mean, do you have an idea for how you trying to rush in and to grab her to pull her away could crit fail and have a spectacular failure?
Like, as I move to her to try to stop her, my foot gets caught on something, and I like trip right on my face.
If you'd allow me to roll with that, may I suggest that instead you trip, like, onto Jaka's back?
Yes.
No.
Um,
Is it plunging the syringe into the meat of his arm?
Perhaps! Okay. Yeah. So, as that's happening,
Deep throating.
yeah, go ahead, I'd like you to make a, Make a constitution. Make a.
I can't breathe.
Just make a constitution roll.
See how horribly
what
this
have you
messes
done?
you up. It was an accident, okay?
22.
Okay, yeah. So if you got low on that, I totally would have just gotten it stuck in your throat for like the encounter. But no, yeah, like you feel it kind of like pressing back, but you don't let that happen, and instead you feel it kind of buckle and then and break slightly as it like goes to stab into the dude.
Oh, okay. As long as it's still where I can suck the juice.
I mean it's now shattered, so
But like, there's still a
it's
needle.
risky, but you
There's
could.
still a needle. I could grab the needle.
Oh, good gosh.
As then the blaster whips out, and that did not get stopped. As oh, that's not what I meant to do. Rick. Okay. There is. Okay.
My immediate.
As yes, the blaster. You hear the blaster shot. You need to make a reflex defense roll, but you're flat-footed, so remove your dexterity from the reflex defense modifier.
Wait, would that be ability?
No.
Defense.
Yeah, it's from the ability column. Yeah.
Okay. That would be +7. Oh! I am saving. Okay. 25.
As you like recoil as like a blaster barrel is pressed to your face. You recoil, with like half of the syringe like in your mouth, like just jagged bits of syringe, a little fountain of blood. As you pull back, and then the blaster shot into the ceiling. As they just like begin to move, and then just try to begin to like run towards the door.
Oh, I'm blocking the door. A cat is shouting, "What the heck is happening here?"
I'm just trying to leave.
He tried to shoot me! I point at him.
She was drinking my blood.
He's trying to shoot an innocent woman!
Out of her arm.
That's just pointing to the syringe.
He's trying to shoot me!
Thor just has like some popcorn. But
Let me out of here.
Help me! Help me! He's trying to shoot me!
Let me out of here.
Let me stop him!
He like points his gun at you, Blue. Let me out of here now.
I'm looking at both of those like, what? I look at Fighter as like, what the heck is going on, Fighter? And I was looking at both of them.
This is her fault.
Fighter is still recoiling from the massive hit you took from my back muscles.
You kind of like whipped your head back and smacked me in the face.
The strength of my core.
I mean, to be fair, like the transaction happened. We should just let him leave.
Yeah.
You're just gonna let somebody who tried to kill me go?
You tried to drink his
No,
blood
I didn't.
through a straw.
I spit it out. No, I didn't! He's
You
lying!
still have blood on your lips.
Saga.
What? He tried to shoot me!
Yeah, you deserved it.
We're
I
provocated.
look at the guy and it's like,
He's
I am
mean.
so sorry. We've been
I'm a
trying
woman, I
to
can't
clear
be
all
wrong.
of this stuff. I go up to it and it's like, I can heal you. And it's like, if you need some healing.
Thank you, but no. I'm leaving.
Okay, I just let him pass.
I can
Yeah.
catch his eye as he
Just
goes
like-
out. Can I catch his eye as he goes out? And I'm just like blubbering to Solrak, and then I turn and go. I go back to
Chucks the syringe at you. And just like runs.
I have 2 vials.
Jaka.
I'm just cackling madly to myself.
I get off, out of the measuring thing, and, go and, put an arm on Jaka. Look you dead in the eyes. Jaka.
Yes.
You just needed a little bit of blood.
Yes, I did. And I got it.
You need help controlling yourself, because that was not trying to get a little bit.
No, that was just a little bit. He wouldn't have died. Even if I,
It
I
doesn't
ran out of
matter.
vials.
He
Even
wasn't
if I-
willing.
Well, to be fair, nobody's willing.
I'm freaking willing.
Yeah, but you're not tasty.
Blue was willing.
He's kind of tasty, but I ran out of that.
We could have found another of these freaking roly-poly frickers.
No! I already found one today, and he said no, and it was a cantina, so he had more backup, but this one didn't have more backup. Everyone was on my side.
No, I was not on your side. That was assault. Consent is important.
You're funny.
Don't say.
Shaka's not okay right now. She's
Okay.
definitely...
I'll come back for the measurement, cat. I got it.
As you're saying this, the assistant comes out, and you see another one come out and looks at what's happening around here, and kind of just shooting him back inside. It's like, get back there, get back there. You guys
That's-
know crazy.
That's... Things are happening. There's been a lot going on right now. The war's...
Really?
The war has
A
been
lot
rough.
going on right now.
Yes. The war has been rough.
I grab one of the...
Come on,
the
let's...
start.
I grab one of my crutches.
Down into like a Capri Sun.
I'm basically having both of my crutches. I just put my arm
Start
around
sticking
you,
my
Jaka.
tongue inside the
Come
vial.
I just lead Jaka away.
I go up to Fighter and it's like, out of all my years of being alive, Fighter, that's one of the top disturbing ones.
Really?
And I've seen some
Wow.
pretty disturbing things.
How big are the vials?
Clearly not enough.
Feasting for blood?
They'd be like blood test size.
Surprise.
Oh, they're tiny.
Yeah,
Aww.
because taking more than that can seriously affect a person.
Well, I wanted like a liter.
He's only got
That's like what you
5
take for a
vials.
blood draw.
Well, yes, but
Oh, yes.
wait. Well, for one, you couldn't take 2 of those. That would have taken a long time. Like, if you're, taking it out of someone
Uh-huh.
at a reasonable time scale. But, no, what I've given to you, what Solrak's given to you, yeah. What Solrak has given to you, yes. But if it's just a random stranger off the street, we don't have the time for it. Like, it's reasonable to say that could happen at a cantina or whatnot, but when you are assaulting someone,
No, I'm
Right?
just
Yeah.
saying, those feel really quick.
it can take up to 10 minutes, especially if someone's uncomfortable, or dehydrated, or a bunch of things that random people tend to be.
These guys just chuck out their blood.
I don't
100 miles per hour.
I don't think that they were. I mean, actually, I think they're reptilian. I don't think they're insectoid. So.
I go to.
Well, anyway, I want them
Sure she's
I
not
want them to
active?
that big. That's what I was imagining. I said I wanted
Sure she'll
like
get there.
a drink.
Oh boy.
Right.
Oh boy.
I need
mean-
like a couple gulps. It needs to fill my stomach.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be like a test vial size kind of thing. But, well, yeah. When you're taking it from a random person on the street, if you want to get more, you can like have them settle down and take a bit more of the time. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Sorry. What were you doing, Blue?
Need to find more of these things.
I'm just conversing with Dracor and Fire about
We are out of the scene at this point. I locked you out of the building. Yeah.
And we are at. I'm personally. Oh, good gosh. She's more insane than most people I've met in my life. Or comparably.
Bar is pretty low.
Oh, most evil people I've met keep their insanity in check. She doesn't.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I at this point kind of like come back and I'm like, hey, Jakar, we should go.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. As it's like very clear to anyone that like I had briefly forgotten about Jakar, but I'm still very clearly suspicious of Jakar. If not suspicious, then like very concerned and watchful of Jakar. As we're heading back to the Luminance, the three of us, are you guys joining us heading back to the Luminance, or?
One day to be alive.
Or Fighter and Blue, are you guys going and doing your own thing?
I'm coming back with you. I want to see the fireworks.
My
what happens
chi
here.
Yeah, same
Okay,
here. It's
yeah.
like,
is so settled. My chi is like
Yeah, we're telling your parents. I mean the masters.
a nice
We're gonna
forest
tattle on Jockey
green
and
with
Blue
some
are.
browns
oh,
in
definitely
it.
we're going to tattle.
Colors
That's-
are settling.
That's good that things are settling.
Yours are kind of all fancy.
Yeah, focus on that peaceful meadow or whatever. Yeah.
on the way back to the ship, I'm gonna quick, like, pick up a mask on the way. Like, that covers
I buy
like, the whole
some, like,
face.
Yeah.
Pop can sized vials on the way back. Since we're going.
Or like, oh, you're buying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we can restock. Restocking can also be done in sessions. If there's nothing else anyone else would like to do, that could be a good end to the session.
Oh. I go up to Fire, it's like, hey, Fighter, how much is to rent your ship for, let's say, a day?
Name your price. We'll talk after.
We're not far. We're just dropping into hyperspace and out a little bit.
You are not hunting force ghosts on my Raven's Nest.
I'm not hunting this time. I'm releasing.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You're not releasing force ghosts on my Raven's Nest.
We won't be on the Raven's Nest. We be on here.
I mean, I will point out that this space station is also hyperspace capable.
Yeah.
Like,
But no, I really explain. It's like we have to specifically drop into hyperspace. You can't do that, and we'll be boarding the ghosts of this ship, the shadow in hyperspace of this ship. It's a small
If you
window.
like-
It's a small window where that can happen.
If you'd like to borrow one of the beat up slaver ships we got legitimately and would never steal,
Oh,
we can
yeah.
talk about that.
Okay.
okay.
You think we could? I'm thinking it's like I might have to take off those safety mechanisms so it doesn't force exit itself out of hyperspace. So,
How much you willing to offer?
When it comes to actual
If I-
pricing of the deal, I would suggest doing that between sessions when you actually have a time to research individually and
Cool. I've already got.
But
a
yeah,
person
with that deal underway, does anybody have anything to faff about for about 5 minutes so that we reach the hour mark?
I mean, I've already got a good idea of what I want to give for this deal, or what I want to charge him, and we could haggle.
What you
'Cause I'm saying 60.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, go ahead. Go ahead.
60 grand for
Yeah.
just drop in, drop out?
Okay, first of all, you know how expensive those ships are. This is expendable, yes, but a little bit of return on investment is not bad. Also, who knows what's going to happen when you do this in my ship? Do you even know what would happen when you do this in my ship? Or sorry, Grey Raven's ship?
Best case scenario, we get flooded. Best case scenario, nothing happens. Actually, typical.
60 grand. Covering damages, covering potential replacement, covering, yeah, 60.
If I had that type of money, I would buy a junk ship and do it.
So what kind of money do you have?
I have nothing on me. That's why I'm hoping, because this is just a quick jump in, jump out.
Didn't you make a good bit of money off our little Grey Raven expedition not too long ago?
Let me check. No, that's only 13 we made.
What?
You only give me 13
No,
off of that one.
Per person, I know for a fact you made more than that. I know for a fact because I was the one who had to give you the money. I know
Is
for a
that
fact
one?
you have more than that. Unless you spent it all between then and now. Hold on, where's the fighter like pulls out his little data slate and is
Yeah.
everything up? Let me have a look at this. Let's see, how much did this hurt?
That was quite a while ago, also. It wasn't just.
That was only a week or two ago. What do you mean?
I might suggest, that whatever credit discrepancy there is in universe as well, and that can be a plot hook.
Ooh.
Like, as yeah, like because since it's money, like it's money that your character fighter actually was giving up, correct?
Between that and the what's it called? Reward from
Yeah, the reward.
actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I go
what we
over
could
to
do?
him and say, I've been ordering some parts that are heavily regulated to build something that I definitely need, not for releasing the Force Ghost, but it's quite expensive to get these parts.
Okay. So
Oh, right.
you can only offer me 13.
Yeah, I can do 13.
I can do 50. Lowest I'll go.
Then never mind. And it's like,
All right then. Ships are expensive, even if we get them from legal sources, and we'd never steal them from anyone.
no, right?
Definitely not
That's
people
like,
who are objectively evil and completely deserved it. What?
I put my hand and like, a little too far. Too many people. A little too far. And it's like, smart people will start figuring that out.
Well, debatable whether or not they'd exactly care. Yeah.
True.
As we walk off, like, as we're walking down the space station hallways, I'd say that's a good place to just end the session now. For logs, everyone will get. I'll type it out as well. But everyone will get 1 renown, in a faction of their choice. Yep, let's... You... You have...
Oh no.
I'm gonna say 2 heat.
Uh-oh.
So you currently have a heat score. There's not a place to put it on your character sheet, so you'd write it down in a place that you keep track of it. You currently have a heat score of 2, which also means that it's -4, but whenever you, like, go past, like, checkpoints, or in a place that bounty hunters might see you...
Why would I have a bounty hunter on me?
Because you assaulted someone!
But they were not nice! They drew a gun on me!
You assaulted someone!
Yeah,
No, that was after!
You tried to
It
drink
doesn't
like
matter.
a
They
dog.
left!
They did the same assaulting.
No,
This was an equal assaulting.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether or not they're justified in putting a bounty on your head. They put a bounty on your
Still a
head.
bounty.
It's a very small bounty, but you do have a heat score of 2. That means that anytime you're in a place where it would be likely for bounty hunters to be paying attention, you will, they will roll a, check that is at -4, and if they get above a 10, they recognize you.
Will they care since it's...
Yes! Yeah, they will care.
How do I get rid of heat?
You don't do bad things for a while. You lay low, is how you get rid of heat. At the end of a month, your heat reduces by 5. If that would reduce it to 0, it instead reduces to 1. And then if you end a month with 1 heat, then it reduces it to 0. So, right now, technically, if you get up to 5 heat, or even 6 heat, then at the end of the month, it will, rules-wise, end the same.
So, what's
Because
your
it's -5.
say?
And the lowest you can go
So
right
I
now
can
is
do more
1.
illegal things as
Up to... Well, I will tell you, if you do serious
You don't
stuff,
attempt
if you do serious crimes, it is automatically a +5, which would bring you to 7. Right?
Yeah.
So, this was not, like, continued assault, but...
Oh no, that's debatable.
But,
right
like...
there.
Well, she didn't hunt him down while he was trying to run away.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have to fight his way out fully. He got out of that one scuffle and then was able to leave. So that's why I'm saying it's not like because serious crimes are like intended murder and stuff like that.
So, if
Technically,
I
wait,
were to-
Drakar, did I forget to give you heat last session for killing a bunch of people? Because
Oh.
you should have had significant heat.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
I can't, like, that's what happens if it's not added at the end of the session. Then it's unless the player wants it, unless Drakar, unless you want to have heat, then it would not apply.
Well,
By the
that's
way,
heat.
oh yeah, then if you'd like, you could take any amount of heat you would want. Technically, that number of kills could bring you to 20 heat if you wanted. I would suggest probably maybe doing a 10 or a 5.
Yeah.
I think 10 makes the most sense. Because then it'll just be a straight, like, 50-50 shot for bounty hunters to recognize that you murdered people. And you're also just bought a mask, so you can make disguise checks.
I want to hunt him down and put
That will definitely get you more heat if people
No,
notice.
the guy with the dark side powers has less heat than everybody else.
Yeah. I will also say, if your crimes become, like, known and not just suspected, like, so, like, you're suspected for, like, the assault or whatnot, but if, like, a bounty hunter brings you into the bounty board, and you get a record with the bounty, then you'll have a minimum score for your heat.
Oh gosh.
So... yeah, getting caught by bounty hunters or in Waterdeep by the City Watch will will give you essentially a criminal record. However, that's one method, or take it to court. Like, if you're brought in by the bounty hunter, you can then, like, appeal and get it removed from your criminal record. In Waterdeep, you can also do trials. We've actually done trials before in Tales from Waterdeep, where we exonerated some people, and also people got shot in the courtroom. That Dock Ward trials are wild. But yeah. So, like, if you have a minimum heat, there is a way to. Sure, if that's how you want to look at it, I will, like, it's also fun to play criminals sometimes, so, like, it's just alerting you to a mechanic that exists. Okay. Yes, so there was that, and then, I will say that, yeah, so everybody from this session, will, gain, 1,500 credits.
So I'm back where I began.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's what's gained from this session.
How many checkpoints is this?
Oh, we played for 2 hours, so...
Oh, it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
I need to be level 11 before the end of the month.
Why is that?
You don't need to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not spilling any beans.
Okay.
I feel like Kiarl might know.
I have some ideas, yeah.
It's a certain class feature for the rogue that makes a few things incredibly stupid with what I'm planning.
Also, by the way, out of character, it's like, I'm slowly buying parts to rebuild a lightsaber for my character.
I mean, do you have Jedi level 10?
Jedi level 10?
You have to be Jedi level 10 to build a lightsaber, period. So it's not effective until you reach that.
I mean,
Throwing
so...
that out there.
That's not technically correct. You can get a lightsaber through buying it. So, like, if you gather enough equipment to be equivalent cost, then you could build the lightsaber through flavor text, basically. However, it has no augmentation slots. It's just the straight lightsaber. At level 10 Jedi is when, I think it's actually level 7 Jedi, is when you
That's
can...
You're correct. Just my character be level 10 because I'm
Yeah,
level
yeah. Level 7 Jedi is when you can build a lightsaber and choose which crystals you put in to, like, make it varied.
Sweet, because I'm a level 7 scout who can be used the Force.
Well, that's not...
that's-
It's the class. The Jedi
Yeah.
class is what you need in order to get...
What?
You need to be level
That's
Jedi,
the Jedi class.
7 in the Jedi class to get the build lightsaber feature. However, you can still build your own basic lightsaber by getting the right... Basically, you are just using flavor text to use the buying a lightsaber rule, right? Okay. Thank you guys for playing, and thank you all for watching. Very well.